Hello everyone, how you doing? Stompar Gamer here. Today, I'm making a video in uniform because literally the second I hit submit on this video, I gotta head to work for a 4-day trip. So I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get a video done for Drake, but at least I will be able to do for my favorite manufacturer, which would be Anvil Aerospace. Again, we're looking at three of my absolute favorite ships in the game right in front of us. We got the Anvil Arrow on the left, Anvil Carrick in the center, and the Anvil Pisces on the right. I have the Carrick Expedition with the Pisces Expedition, and I have the Arrow. My favorite fighter is the Arrow. My favorite exploration ship's the Carrick, and the Pisces is my favorite, shuttle. The best thing to describe it. So today we're going to take a look at Anvil. We'll look at the show floor here, get around these NPCs. So, not much to look at. We got the Ballista, Valkyrie F7A, F7C, the Hurricane, the F8 Lightning, Terrapin, Hawk, Pisces, Carrick, Gladiator, and Arrow. And this guy yawning while looking at the map and not looking happy about it. And then this NPC who's stuck. But anyway, so we'll start over here at the left, and again, remember you can rent any of these ships and fly them for free. It's a way to try them out, to decide if you want them. The best fighter in the game, in my humble opinion, would be the Anvil Arrow. Not necessarily because it's the best as far as damage or maneuverability, or I just feel like the combination of the things on this ship are absolutely amazing. Excellent maneuverability. When armor comes into the game, it should outperform the Gladius. Low cross-section, decent firepower, excellent gimbaled and fixed loadout, and it just flies so amazingly well, and I love the aesthetics. I love how it looks, both in landing configuration and flight configuration. This is my favorite light fighter in the game. Do I think that it's equal to the Gladius? Yes. Do I think the Gladius is a little bit more durable? Yes. So, really, do I think the Talon is better than both of them? Currently, yes. The Talon is currently the best light fighter. So basically, in priority of performance in our current universe, it's going to be Talon, Gladius, Arrow, but they're all this close together, really. So pick the one you enjoy the most. So definitely take advantage of the rentals, try them out. I love this ship so much. I have 3 printed versions of it. It's just a really fun ship, and it's highly recommended by Stompar. If you look over here, we have currently the best exploration ship in the game, and that would be the Carrick. Now again, keep in mind the Carrick is an exploration ship. She comes into her own with multiplayer crew exploration. If you're going to be exploring by yourself, you're looking at the 300i, the Freelancer Dur, a smaller single-person exploration ship. But once you start moving into the multi, you're looking at the Aquila, the Carrick, the Corsair, to a certain degree, the Terrapin. But the Carrick is by far the best exploration ship that will come to the game. You've got a med bay, you can carry cargo, you've got pretty darn good firepower. Again, no pilot controlled firepower, so again that's where that multiplayer comes in, but you've got 2 side man turrets, 2 remote turrets, so in theory you can use an AI server blade to have those slave to the pilot, but really why? What you're really going to see the ship shot is going to be multiplayer, going out with your friends and exploring the verse. It's got drones that you can use for exploration. It's got a hangar bay where you can launch a Pisces and Aurora, other simpler size ships. You can load 2 rovers in the front in the cargo bay. You've got excellent view from the cockpit. You've got 2 cockpits. You've got a lower cockpit and an upper cockpit. It's just an amazing ship, and it is definitely, if you are looking to be an explorer, you cannot go wrong with the Carrick. Period. That's it. If you can't afford it, get one in-game. If you really, really, really want to explore, this is your ship, or at least your in-game goal for a ship. The Aquila is good, don't get me wrong, but this is just so much better. Especially with the med bay. Over here we got the Hawk, which is kind of the single-person bounty hunting ship. You've got room to put 1 prisoner in the back here. It's kind of like a little bed. They haven't really covered the mechanics of how you're going to load them in here. We have body dragging now, but I don't think you can lift in place yet. But eventually you'll use this to bounty hunt. It's got a massive amount of firepower for a small single-person craft. Excellent visibility from the cockpit. It's very durable. It has an EMP. The EMP is like nothing. So you're going to really need to take advantage of the gimbaled firepower and distortion weapons to get the shields down, systems down, and then EMP to disable the ship. So I don't see you using this to bounty hunt a Hammerhead, to bounty hunt a Carrick. But, you know, single-person fighters, maybe some two-person fighters, Drake, Cuddy, maybe. You should be able to use this to take them out. And when I say take them out, I mean disable. You can take on some pretty big ships if your only goal is to destroy using, you know, switching it all up to fixed weapons, ballistic Gatlings. You can put some serious firepower downrange with this ship. But if you're looking to disable, you're looking at the distortion damage, you're looking at EMP, and that's where bounty hunting will eventually go. You're not going to be destroying ships, you're going to be disabling them. And this ship will shine for that. And it makes an excellent light fighter as well. So if you want to do bounty hunting and combat and escorting, this ship can do it. It's not going to be as good as the Arrow over there for straight combat, but again, you can't bounty hunt in the Arrow once you get real bounty hunting. The only thing you can do is assassinate. But this one, you can disable a ship and then bring the prisoner home. Or to prison. Over here we have the Terrapin. This is meant to kind of sneak in, gather intelligence, sneak out, get it back to the fleet, sell it. You know, some SIGINT, signals intelligence, stuff like that. So it should be mostly stealth focused. It has some decent armor. It should survive pretty well if spotted while it runs away. So it's kind of like a scout / exploration ship. It's pretty darn handy, and the interior is pretty neat if you haven't seen it. We'll take a quick peek inside. So you got your kind of scanning seat, and then your cockpit. So there's not much to it, but it's just I like the feel of it. It's very kind of like industrial, like spoof. Like this is like your spy van from your TV shows. So I'm going to take a look at the back end of the Carrick here. And again, the Carrick is just such a wonderful profile. And again, you know, some people didn't like where it went with the design implementation, but I think they did an excellent job. Right, so we'll head down now. So what's over here? I should really memorize these maps. Ah, here we are. So, if you got a friend to fly with, this is your Anvil Gladiator. It's actually a really good, powerful fighter, but it takes two people because you've got the man turret up there, and then you've got your main turret. Good firepower. It's kind of a bomber. We'll read the description here for you guys. I know I've got a video on this. Civilian model of the Gladiator appeals to those who want to explore the verse with a bit of added security. Supporting a maximum of 2, the Gladiator is perfectly equipped to explore and fight with or without a wingman. The civilian model also allows pilots to choose between an extra cargo bay or a bomb bay. So you can carry cargo or bombs. I vote bombs. So again, it's a good fighter, a lot of fun. And I do believe this is one of the loaners. It might be the Hurricane is one of the loaners for the Scorpius that was just announced. Let's head downstairs. Oh, I have not talked about my Pisces. And again, the Pisces is what I call basically a Star Trek shuttlecraft in-game. It very much has the look and feel of a starship, Star Trek shuttlecraft. Don't have a lot of firepower, but it does what it's supposed to. You got 4 weapons. You got a decent amount of room in the back here to put people. So you can carry a good bit of people, a little bit of cargo. You got 2 cargo areas here on the left and right. Some extra kind of jump seats. So it'll be perfect to go up and, you know, to and from places, short hops. It's actually pretty darn maneuverable and fast, so it can be a lot of fun to fly on its own. And I do believe there is a starter pack with the Pisces. So we'll head down here. Got the ballista. So again, this is basically like an anti-ship behemoth. You've got the missiles in the back, turret up front. It's pretty darn handy. We've played around with it a little bit in the verse. and it could be a lot of fun. So combine this with a tonk, and you got some real serious ground firepower. Doesn't look like they have Holo Viewer today. So yeah, there's no Holo Viewer for the Crucible, which is the only... Yeah, that's it. So the only thing right now, we'll head up top to take a look at the Hurricane, Lightning, etc. But the Anvil Crucible is the only ship currently in development for Anvil Aerospace. And again, that's a repair, refuel, and rearm ship that's going to rely heavily on drones. So it's a really neat ship. It's got a little hangar where you can store something like Gladiator sized. And we'll have to see where it goes in development as time goes on. But I personally own one, and I think it'll be a great addition to anyone's fleet. So I think we head back to there. Again, Chris Roberts, give us golf carts. So again, here's one of the best Anvil ships you can probably get if you're into dogfighting. This is the Anvil F8C. You'll be able to earn it upon completion of Squadron 42 to then purchase. It is also available to anyone who spent $10,000 backing and pledging the game. And if you spend $15,000, you get it in gold. So if you got deep pockets, you can get one for pretty cheap. Cheap. Buy a car, buy a pixel. Up to you. Here we come around here. This should be... Here we go. So we've got the Valkyrie, which is an excellent drop ship that I really love the look and feel of. It actually handles pretty darn well. It's got side turret gunners, you know, a lot of ballistic Gatling guns loaded on it. You can really hear a ride of the Valkyries when you come in landing with this. And then of course you can carry some rovers in the back. And this is the dropship you want if you want to go in with troops and vehicles. It's really just a great ship. And I've got a video on this as well, so definitely check it out. And over here we have the, I believe, current loader for the Scorpius. So you got this, and it's the Hurricane. This is the one you get for the loader for the Scorpius, the Hurricane. So again, this is very similar to the Scorpius. You got the 4 guns up top for the turret, the 2 nose-mounted for the pilot. But the Scorpius will have more firepower than this, but this should be more durable than the Scorpius. And it's just an excellent... This is a really fun ship. If you haven't flown it in combat with a friend, definitely rent it and try it out. It's a lot of fun and just massive firepower downrange. And here's the F8. We can see a little bit closer. So this is the base paint job, not the 999 paint job. And just look at the amount of firepower on this thing. This could be a one heck of a beast in game, that's for sure. Alright, sprint on over to the other side. And then here we have the base Hornets. So we got the F7C on the right and the F7A on the left. So this is the military spec Hornet. And if you look at it, you can just make out the subtle differences. The military version is more rounded, whereas the civilian's more angular and kind of boxy. Same kind of loadouts are capable, so there's no real firepower difference between them. Just, you know, appearances. And definitely I like the look of the F7A so much more. This was originally sold in concept as a skin for the F7C or Super Hornet, so you should be able to apply it to all of them. But they haven't resold it, so I really don't think you're going to see it for sale again as far as the skin. But you should be able to purchase the ship again as part of completion for Squadron 42. So my imagine is Chapter 1 or 2, you'll be able to get this one, and then once you finish all the chapters, you'll be able to get the F8C. So it won't be right off the bat. But again, the base Hornet is great, and you can equip it with the same loadout as the Super Hornet, but it's only a 1-seater. And the Super Hornet is a 2-seater. That's the main difference between them. And just kind of loadouts that they come with. Very capable fighter. The shield holes, the sign distance fields have fixed some of the shield holes. And I have to get to work, so that is it for a very short video. I'll leave you guys looking at the Valkyrie as a thumbnail when I end this video. Again, I am sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a Drake video, because I'm going to be in the middle of a trip and it's a lot of short overnights. It is what it is, guys. Log in, Test all the ships out. Everything you see here you can rent, and they're all fun. You cannot go wrong with an Anvil ship. Period. That's all there is to it. If it's Anvil, it's quality. So, take care everyone, have a good day, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, the usual.